Hey friends, it's Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, and for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. First of all, I hope that the month of January has been a good first month of the year. I hope that it's been kind to you, and I hope that it's been gentle. This channel is for those who are on a spiritual journey and who know they're on a spiritual journey and who are looking for messages and guidance to help them walk their journey in a good way. So if that's you, glad you found me. The month of February, we start off with an eclipse on January 31st. So right as the first month closes, the second month begins, there's an eclipse. And it's a lunar eclipse. And then on the 15th of February, there's another eclipse. So now is a time when portals are open, downloads are happening, and I asked my guides for a message for the month, and what I got was this image of this runner who is kind of in victory mode, crossing the finish line in triumph, right? So that was the energy of just being like, oh, I made it. And I think for the month of February, that's what my guides want you to think about, is think about, what does it feel like to be in your victory? How does it feel in your body to be victorious? What is it that you're wanting victory for? What's that dream that, if it was fulfilled, you would just have this amazing, beautiful, I've made it, I've arrived, I've done it sort of victory within yourself. So victory, keep that vision in mind for the month of February. That's a message for all the signs. For those of you who are having a difficult time getting to that place where you can see yourself in victory, now would be a good time to reach out for a personal reading, because the eclipse cycles are coming, so I want you all to be in that space of having your personal victories, overcoming your adversities, overcoming whatever blocks you have. So if if the block is a block of imagination where you can't see yourself in victory or in victorious mode, now is the time to reach out, whether it's to me or to any of the other helpers that are in your life, therapists, friends who are supportive, and healers. There's so many of us out there that are holding the light, and that are holding intention to be the light and to be the message bearers for others. We may not be perfect in our own lives, but right when inspiration hits and that person comes in contact with us, we have that transmission to give. So now is a good time to reach out for those who are holding the light, and all my information is below. If this reading speaks to you and you want more information for yourself, please do reach out. Okay? Namaste. Enjoy your readings. Have a good February. Take care. Hi Gemini, this is Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I had already done your reading, and I was uploading it and the sound was off, and so I'm gonna redo the reading for you. I've already laid the cards out, and I'll send the messages one more time. Before I do that, thank you for joining me again, and I'll say my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for Gemini's understanding. May all of their intentions be heard and answered, and I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. I would like Geminis to have love in their lives, to be in loving relationships, to have creative work that is fulfilling, and to always be guided towards their highest destiny. And so it is. Okay, Gemini. So we did a 4-card spread, and then I picked a few clarifiers. So your first card was the 10 of Cups in reverse. The second card was the Ace of Cups, upright. The third card is the Tower. And the fourth card that I picked for you was the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, what does that mean? Let's get into the story. Let me just tune back in so I can start from the beginning. Okay, so the Ten of Cups in reverse. So you start off the month, and what I'm getting is you start off the month surrounded by friends, family, loved ones. This is the card of the dream fulfilled, right? The Nine of Cups is the wish card, or the dream card, and the Ten of Cups is the wish fulfilled card, or the dream fulfilled card. And as you look, you know, beautiful home, cups all around, happiness, emotional satisfaction, beauty, love, all there, right? But you got it in reverse, and what I'm getting is that, you know, even though you're surrounded by this dream fulfilled, even though you have family, friends, loved ones around you, if you look closely, you'll see the little bee, and that was the first thing that caught my eye when I turned the card over, was that little bee. You know, it takes a lot of work to have this on this physical 3D planet, right? It doesn't just come easily. You have to put forth effort to make it happen. You have to build the house. If you don't build it, you have to buy it. If you don't buy it, you have to rent it. To rent it, you got to make money. So there's work to be done. And in relationships as well, there's constant work in relationships. Constant. So I think you come into the month with this feeling of satiation and satisfaction in your family life, but you're also kind of, you know, ready to take a little break and a little breather from it for a little while, to focus on this next card. And this is the card for you in February. This is what you're working on, is what I'm hearing. Excuse me. You're working on the Ace of Cups. And what does this mean? It means that you're working on your emotional, it sounds really cliche, but your emotional relationship to yourself. So your self-love. You're working on the ability of seeing your beauty and seeing your own wholeness, seeing your own spiritual perfection, despite your human imperfections and all the human messes that we can get into, right? It's seeing those, and even in seeing those, being able to see the perfection of your soul within it. We're all in a process here on this planet. So taking a breath to be with the self, taking a breath and to be, you know, to allow yourself to see yourself as a beloved would see you, is what I'm getting. And that's what you're working on this month, is that cultivating self-love, cultivating, just seeing yourself as a beloved and giving yourself the love that you would give to a beloved. Right? Okay, so that's what you're working on this month. And I'm mindful that the theme for the month, if you listen to the intro to the video, the theme for the month is a theme of victory. And I got this image, like I said, of this runner like crossing the finish line with his arms outstretched in a V, and just kind of going, I made it. Right? There's this sense that that's your victory this month. That's going to be your victory this month, is if you're able to work towards a better relationship with the self, around seeing yourself as precious, cherishing yourself, you know, tenderness for the self. That's going to be your victory for the month. Now, the third card that I pulled is the Tower in reverse. And to me, this card is for you, Gemini, about something in yourself that needs to be knocked down because it's not healthy. It needs to be removed, exercised, just knocked down. And as I was tuning into the card, what I'm getting is that there's some aspect of your self-image that needs to be knocked down in order for you to build a foundational self-image that is healthier, that is more aligned with truth, that is more aligned with who you really are. And it has to do with that card. Yeah. So whatever is preventing you from seeing this beauty within yourself, that's what you need to knock down, or that's what's going to be knocked down. The Tower is a card of sudden shift, sudden change. The lightning strike that brings the old system, the old paradigm down so that it can be rebuilt in a healthier way. So this is a good thing. Please don't see this and go, oh no, it's actually good. You know, we need those things to happen to us to shift our perspective and to help us rebuild from a better place. Now, I pulled 2 clarifiers on the Tower. And the 2 clarifiers that came were the 10 of Discs and the 9 of Swords in reverse. So what does this tell me? This issue, this self-image thing that you're going to have to dismantle is something that has to do with finances or work, meaning your unhealthy, negative relationships to finances or work, or your unhealthy, negative thoughts in relationship to finances or work. The 9 of Swords card is the card of self-imposed cruelty, and it's in reverse, so that means you're getting free of it, which is great. And so again, this Tower card is sort of putting a mirror up to your face and saying, hey, look at these self-limiting, I'm sorry, not self-limiting, but self-deprecating beliefs that you have around this thing. Take a look at it, please, because it's not helping you to move forward, to continue indulging in this. And with this 9 of Swords in reverse, you're able to do that. 9 of Swords is the self-cruelty card, piercing the self with these mean thoughts. And in reverse, you're one by one taking the swords out. So I think in February, you're going to be releasing some of these negative beliefs around wealth, around the work that you do in the world, or whatever stories you have around wealth and what you do in the world. Again, if you need a personal reading, if this is resonating for you but you want more information, please reach out. Okay. 4 of Swords is your last card, and this is the card of the warrior who needs a short truce from the war, right? So he's got his sword next to him down here, and he knows that outside this window are people who are going to be battling him. But for now, he's taking a rest. And that's right now what your spirit needs, is to take a rest. Your body might need it also, especially after seeing this 10 of Cups card in reverse, right? Your body might need to take a rest. Your spirit might need to take a rest. In reverse, the 4 of Swords card just tells me that it may be a little challenging for you to take this rest. You might be really busy at work, is what I'm getting. You know, for some Geminis, the Tower event might be this event where suddenly you get a promotion and you're like, whoa, my self-image does not allow me to be in wealth and in positions of authority. That's not really my self-image. And so you might have to take a look at that and actually come to a place where you see yourself as someone worthy of stepping into greater power in your work life. That's just one example, right? I don't know specifically what it is for every single one of you, but that's an example that I'm seeing. And so if that's the case, and you say yes to that new promotion, you say yes to that new opportunity, then necessarily you'll be busier, right? For a little while anyways. You get to know your new position, your new job. And so this Four of Swords is just telling me that you may have moments of rest being needed, and if the situation around you isn't allowing for you to do that, you need to be vigilant about taking time to do that for yourself, because you need to, you must be full in order to do the work that you are being called to do. Okay? This could also be just, family. You've got 3 kids and there's parent-teacher conference, there's this, that, and the other thing, and you just need to get to your dance class for an hour on Wednesday night, right? So it's about how do you, and that's self-nurturing, that's self-care. How do you make that happen for yourself? Do you invite a friend over instead, and once the kids are in bed, you guys have a dance jam out in the backyard at 10 o'clock at night, silent disco style with the headphones on? I don't know, but it's like this is telling me that you need some downtime, and in February, please give yourself that in February. Okay, so the angel that came for you, the angel card, is the angel card of flexibility. And as soon as I saw this card, it was about she's really coming in to assist you with this tower event and being flexible with who you think you are in the world, and being flexible with letting go of limiting self-beliefs, with negative self-beliefs, with self-deprecating beliefs, and stepping into your truth of who you are. Be flexible, be willing to shed those old systems so that you can really stand tall, and stand proud with yourself, no matter how many mistakes you've made coming up to this point, right? It's all good. It's all a process, and it's okay to change. We all change. We all evolve. There are lifetimes within a lifetime. So be flexible. Spirit might be asking you to start a new lifetime right now with this tower event that's happening. And then the clarifier for the 10 of Cups in reverse, I just pulled a card just to see what that was about. And I got the 4 of Cups. And in this deck, it's called the luxury card. So, January's ending. We're coming out of holiday season. And I think this just means that you've had plenty of time to be nurtured and nurture your friends and family, and to have that closeness. And sometimes, when you get too much sleep, you wake up lethargic. When you eat too much chocolate, it doesn't feel so good. So too much of family time might be on your mind right now, and you might need to step away for a minute or two and get some balance, rebalance yourself with the self. Okay, the last card I pulled was from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. This is the new deck that I'm using right now, and you guys got Faith in the Process. And I will read to you a little bit about what this means and what this says, and it's a really beautiful card to guide you through the month of February. So let's see. I'm going to need to put it down. Okay, faith in the process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. Until at such times we need some divine intervention. A little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with one spiritual power, that of faith. And fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you've done something wrong. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth, and you need to shift your perspective to realize that you are a part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. And that is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in the grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the process and the events that are happening. Nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily, and with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. Ironically, it is through complete surrender and total faith that we become the most empowered. All right, Gemini. So that's amazing. That is an amazing oracle for you for this month, because I feel like this Tower card, which scares a lot of people sometimes, is just saying, we need you, and we can't have you be in this place anymore. It's time to break it down. It's time to break it down and bust out and bust open. And my seed, my pine cone in the last video, wanted to talk to you. And what it was saying was that you need to trust in the seed of your unfolding, because there is a divine blueprint that is in every seed. And if you try, and you don't need to do much to the seed except to nurture it, right? And once you nurture it, that divine blueprint blossoms, and it grows into a redwood, or it grows into an oak tree, or it grows into a rose bush. It has within it its creative fulfillment. So get those negative beliefs out of the way, lay them down, allow yourself to have some self-love, and trust that there's good things happening in your life, right? Based on that card, there's a bunch of good things that are about to happen to you. Trust in them. Trust in them. Don't go to the place of, oh, I don't deserve this, or oh, it wouldn't be right, I'm taking too much, or oh, trust, maybe you're supposed to for now, and then you give back to others. Trust in the beauty of yourself. That's your reading, Gemini. Be well, take care, have a wonderful month of February, and I'll see you in March. Namaste.